our next speaker is the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who made the Twitter controversy for Friend, or at least part of it.
Right. Let's see how tough is the crowd today. I see so many people, and I think I have never seen so many open source developers in my life. Can you please raise a hand if you ever did at least one commitment to open source repository? I did it. Damn, wow. And now I want you all to clap to yourself because you are all great. Can we do that? Thank you. If not you, in this room, open source would die. So thank you a lot for that. Now, let me show you something pretty interesting, which is probably you will not see anymore because we are a hardware product, not software, as you have already seen many, many times here in San Francisco. Before I tell you what I'm building, let me tell you what will happen in roughly 1 hour from now. In 1 hour from now, you're all going to stand up. You all will go all around there in the kitchen or in the cafe, and you will start talking to each other. Not only that, but you will also see somewhere around 20 presentations and demos of 20 different products within the next hour, and you probably will struggle to remember, like, what you actually have seen 1 hour later. And tomorrow, once you will wake up, you will see something like this on your phone. We have all been there. We all know, like, networking events, San Francisco, too many of them. Like, I mean, what happened? You probably don't even remember my name anymore. And my name is Nick, by the way. And this is exactly what we are building. And this is exactly the product that, the problem that we are solving with this. This is Friend. This is open source necklace that you put on your neck. You go to any event, you just go about your day, and it will remember who did you talk to, what did you talk to them about, the key points, the most important stuff from your conversations. Do you need to follow up with the people or no? Was the conversation actually interesting? Should it be remembered or no? Not only that, it will also automatically put event in your calendar. It will create action items for you and do much more stuff than I just told you about. And yeah, instead of me just like telling you like what is this and how does it work, let me just show you. Let me quickly pull up my phone, which is connected. Okay, cool. You should be able to see. Oh, you also see my presentation. No, that's not supposed to be built that way. But anyways, so yeah, this is my phone. It is connected to my computer to show you. And these are all my conversations that I have done with other people like during the past couple days. You probably wonder how does it look like. So let me just open, let's say, this one. I discussed an integration of Apple Watch because we want to integrate our product with Apple Watch. And it automatically created action items for me. And not only that, I actually discussed this with my co-founder, whom I really trying to convince to do climbing because, I mean, what else you can do in San Francisco? And it automatically created an event for me and put it in my Google Calendar to do a climbing test together with him. Not only that, but there are also hundreds of different plugins that are built by really amazing and great people like you. For example, there is a plugin called Conversation Summary that actually does the summary of conversation based on the custom prompt. There is also a plugin Insight Extractor, which is like a little bit different and actually helps me to remember the most useful and interesting stuff. Besides that, there is obviously live transcription of each conversation so you can see it inside. Let me just show you. Like, for example, here, it automatically divides it on different speakers. You will also be able to assign names to people later. You can do it right now already, but you'll be able to do it with other people and will remember by names, not just speaker 1 to speaker 2 and so on. All right, there is a live transcription and there is also a chat. And what is this chat? Like, how is this better than OpenAI and like Claude and so on, which you have probably tried yourself. And the coolest part is if, for example, I ask a question, hey, what did I do 2 weeks ago? Or like, what did I do yesterday and stuff? And it will give me like exact outline what I have done because it knows everything that happened during my day. It knows who did I talk to, it knows when did I talk to people and stuff like that. For example, here I was discussing like house management stuff. I discussed Apple Watch integration and so on and so forth. Oh, damn, my iPhone got locked. No, let's fix this. All right. Yes. What else? Oh, someone actually tried to break a prompt and asked what is my credit card information. It was my friend. But yeah, I never actually said it in real. Not only that, but you can also customize how your AI works with you. For example, if you are in the process of dating, and probably you are since you're in San Francisco, and it's very hard here, you can enable a dating coach that will actually help you to like do that later for your conversations. Or you can enable like a Paul Graham plugin if you're a startup founder, and it will give you feedback and advice that will help you to create an actual cool company. Okay, enough of this, probably boring. Let me just show you the coolest part. This is the most interesting. So we have somewhere around like a couple thousand developers in our open source community, and they build all these amazing plugins that can customize your experience any way you want. You can connect it to 7,000 different apps right now already with Zapier, or you can just do like your own plugin that you can do probably within like 1 hour or so. And my co-founder in a couple minutes will show you how easy it is. And let me just quickly get back here. I just have a couple more slides and we'll just go from there. Okay, so yeah, this is Friend. It's fully open source. It's private because you can record just yourself, or you can customize it to record like only people you want to, which is sometimes actually might be a little bit tricky, but anyways. And it works at least 5 days on single charge. In 4 months, we became 4,000 developer community in Discord, 7K stars on GitHub. We did a successful Kickstarter with almost 1,000%. We delivered 3,000 devices to people like you here in SF, and we launched 3 products, which is Smart Glass, Necklace, and a pin. The last thing is we recently introduced the new version of our device that has onboard memory, speaker, vibration, no vibration, speaker, and onboard memory, which can simulate vibration as well. And we also built smart glasses, which you can see here on the picture right. It just attaches as a clip to any glass you're currently wearing. And we named this all together as Omi. And I know that it's like kind of hard to get to the new name and stuff like that, which is why we did a very small, some kind of maybe like not a contest, but like a giveaway basically to celebrate this new thing that happened in our lifetime. So we are giving 10 devices for free to random people who star the repository. And we'll do that on Monday, the next Monday, so basically in 1 week from now. And our repository is actually here in this GitHub link. Not only that, so if you, let's say, like and start the repository, you'll have like a high chance of getting a random device. But if you don't like randomness, you can just do at least 1 PR, 1 commitment, 1 pull request, and we'll also give you a device for free. We'll just ship it to you anywhere you are. Just scan this QR code, and now, let's just do something. I want you all to welcome my co-founder on stage, who will show you how easy it is to build a plugin.
All right, guys. So we will build like a super simple demo. Basically, I'm pretty sure you all seen the other Friend, right? Well, Nick explained that once a memory creates, you can do anything with it, right? So you can get the data, put it anywhere, do anything you want with it. So what we'll do right now is just get the audio from once a memory creates, and use Hume API to like trigger some sort of emotional support notification. That makes sense? All right. So here's like a super simple setup. So, let me first, it doesn't appear. Let me first show you how you enable developer mode in the device. So pretty much you go here, go settings, enable developer mode here. And for testing this, what we'll do is to set up our webhook URL. So from the app, you can trigger webhooks. There are 2 ways of triggering them. The first one is once a memory creates, and the second one is on real time. So every segment that arrives to the app can be sent to a webhook, so you can also trigger actions in real time, right? So we'll do right now on memory created. Once you set it up here and save the settings, you pretty much, like how we can trigger it, well, it will trigger once a memory creates, but the way to trigger like for quick testing is pretty much you go here to settings, here to the top right icon, developer tools, and trigger memory created integration. So yeah, so let's build that endpoint, right? Let's get started, like just some basic imports. Let's just import here, well, basic LangChain stuff. We'll send the audio file on base64, so you gotta decode it to a file. And then here is pretty much just like an util function for waiting while Hume API process the audio file. Oh, yeah, all right. Can you see it there? Yeah. Better? Yeah. All right. Yeah, super simple request here, so we'll use this in a second. Yeah, so let's get started. Let's build like our router with FastAPI, router.get, .post, sorry. Audio, emotional or something, def, And let's receive the data here, which is of memory type. I will show you the memory type in a second. So you can see like all the memory fields that you have available to develop whatever you want. So yeah, we have like created at, started at, finished at, all the segments that happen there. If you are using OpenGlass, you have access to the photos. So you can do also anything you want with the photos. The recording file, the structure is pretty much like a summarization of it. So yeah, we have our router. One sec. Great. And what's the key here? Whatever we return here on message, on a super simple response object like hi, whatever, it will be triggered as a notification for the user, right? So let's just test this simple example and see what it triggers. So let me go back to Android Studio, here to the app, and I probably wrote the API, the webhook URL wrongly. One sec. All right, so it's audio/emotional. Sec. Great. And then let's just trigger the webhook get call. Oh, okay, let's run the app. One sec. Nice. In the meantime, let's finish building the router. So very quickly here, let's just copy this part of the code, initiate the Hume API call. Once the jobs get started, let's just wait for the job completion. Now let's get the predictions data, which is like pretty much the transcript from Hume plus the predictions of emotions. And finally, just a super simple prompt that says, hey, make the user smile or something from notification based on the conversation and the emotions that it triggered, right? So let's also do that part. Let's just fix the imports. Right, just fixing some things that were wrong in the Jupyter Notebook. Okay, now let's import HTTP exception. Let's go. And yeah, let's just return that result string in the payload. Message equal result. So this is pretty much it. Let me just show you how it works. Okay, Android Studio doesn't work today. There are a lot of examples in the repo that you can check out. There are examples for like Notion integration, so you can export all your memories to Notion, or even like have a database in Notion that lets you create inside friend, like memories, conversations, or anything. There are also plugins for glasses, where all the images like count the number of faces or detect faces on people in the photos that it takes. What else? Okay, all right, just a few more seconds. Shouldn't take long. All right, finally. And yeah, this is like the endpoint we already have it set. Now let's just trigger the webhook. Whoop. All right. And test trigger memory integration. It's a result equals true. It's pretty much the recording file base. All right. Do you have more time? Yeah, okay. So let's just trigger like a sample memory. Let me just get it from here. Capture, oh fuck, it's not capture. Let's just make a random conversation with Hume. Hi, can you speak with a lot of emotion, a lot of joy?
Hey there. Why, of course, my friend. I absolutely adore injecting bubbly energy and palpable delight into our conversations. And every word is an opportunity to express the sheer elation of being alive and present with you in this very moment. I'll do my best to radiate cheerful vivacity from the deeps of my soul. This world is...
All right, that should be enough. Let's see what it triggers. So, okay, put this here. And now when we trigger this thing here, it will send the recording file base64, and it should start the processing with Hume. Yeah, in progress, completed. And it didn't trigger anything. All right. Let's just see what the prompt responded here, or do we have more time? Kinda. All right.
Demagogues are not in our favor
Yeah.
today, but we'll...
Probably there was not enough context in the conversation, so let me just... Yeah, I have a hunch that there is something on here failing.
One more minute.
All right.
All right, it didn't work out. Well, that was 95% of it. It should have triggered. Yeah, it's super simple to do, really. Like, we almost built it in 10 minutes. That's fair. Check out the documentation. There's a lot of examples on how to build plugins with Friend. Yep, that's pretty much it. Thanks.
Thank you.